Then Peter came to Jesus and asked, Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother or sister who sins against me? Up to 7 times? Jesus answered, I tell you, not 7 times, but 77 times. Therefore the kingdom of heaven is like a king who wanted to settle accounts with his servants. As he began the settlement, a man who owed him 10,000 bags of gold was brought to him. Since he was not able to pay, the master ordered that he and his wife and his children and all that he had be sold to repay the debt. At this, the servant fell on his knees before him. Be patient with me, he begged, and I will pay back everything. The servant's master took pity on him, cancelled the debt, and let him go. But when that servant went out, he found one of his fellow servants who owed him 100 silver coins. He grabbed him and began to choke him. Pay back what you owe me, he demanded. His fellow servant fell to his knees and begged him, Be patient with me, and I will pay it back. But he refused. Instead, he went off and had the man thrown into prison until he could pay the debt. When the other servants saw what had happened, they were outraged and went and told their master everything that had happened. Then the master called the servant in. You wicked servant, he said. I cancelled all the debt of yours because you begged me to. Shouldn't you have mercy on your fellow servant, just as I had on you? In anger, his master handed him over to the jailers to be tortured until he should pay back all he owed. This is how my heavenly Father will treat each of you unless you forgive your brother or sister from your heart. Yes, you heard it. Effortless forgiveness. How can it be effortless? Isn't forgiveness supposed to be hard? How do you forgive when someone hurt you so badly? Not once, not twice, not 7 times, but 70 times 7? Jesus must be mad. I picked up this effortless forgiveness from a title of a book. The author, Ed Smith, once was helping a group of women who were victims of sexual abuse. He shared his frustration in spending hours listening to their struggle in forgiving those who violated them sexually when they were still children. No matter how much he encouraged them to forgive their offenders, these women would still resent the idea of forgiving these perpetrators. These women felt that their forgiveness was not genuine. One day, in his desperation, Ed Smith told Jesus during his prayer about his failure to help these women. He sensed that Jesus says, Bring these women to me. Since there was nothing more he could do, Ed Smith told the women during their individual consultation time to pray together and bring to Jesus whatever their negative feelings are. These women then began to sense that Jesus spoke to them individually. Miraculously, after they heard it, they felt liberated from the resentment and was able to forgive the offenders effortlessly. I personally learned that forgiveness is a matter of decision. We forgive despite the negative feelings. Yes, decision is essential, but we must not neglect our feelings. Feelings reflect something deeper. Forgiveness is difficult because we have internalized something that runs contrary to forgiveness. We bought certain lies which we have taken into our hearts. Feelings reflect what we have believed in the hearts. What Jesus does is therefore to uncover the lies that undermine our decision to forgive. How does Jesus do it? He simply knows. He knows us better than we know ourselves because He is God. How does this work then? We first identify a negative feeling and the thought behind it. We acknowledge that even though these thoughts are not right, they seem true to us because we feel it. Then we wait for Jesus to say something and uncover the lies within. in almost an instant, healing takes place and our negative feeling is transformed. Inner healing has taken place. We are then able to forgive effortlessly. Friends, do you have negative feelings which are irrational? Would you bring them to Jesus so He can heal you and help you to forgive effortlessly?